to it. Trizzy gang in the hood. Trizzy gang was good with y'all, man. We got meet the most feared running back of all time, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. He about to say who this is, and I don't know who it is, bro. I told y'all, man, I'm just now getting into football for real. So, like, bro, I don't know nobody. The only football players I really for real, I mean, there's quite a few. I ain't gonna say, bro, act like I don't know quite a few football players. Like, I ain't finna even sit up here and name everybody, bro. It's gonna kind of take me a minute, bro. I ain't gonna lie, but let's see, man. Let's see if he's the most feared for real, and what this nigga brought to the table. Because this title is crazy, bro. This almost on some, like, you know what I'm saying? When he made, I believe Blitz made an NBA video, and I reacted to it, the most feared, you know what I'm saying, NBA player and all that stuff, or NBA players. You know, Ben Wallace was in that motherfucker. I'm pretty sure Draymond was even in that bit. You know what I'm saying? But let's see what this dude brought to the NFL,
the term
man. Let's see.
Business decision was created by DBs who had to attempt to tackle Earl Campbell.
Oh, my God. You had to get him before he got going, because once he got going, boy, it was like a truck.
Damn.
He was 230 pounds with 36-inch thighs.
How many times as a young man I noticed another man's thighs?
Damn, bro. Bro, I ain't even gonna lie and pause on this, bro. But niggas be telling me I got, like, some of the biggest thighs. I'm not some of the biggest thighs, but they be telling me, like, I got some huge thighs for a motherfucker who do not work out or was not working out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna hold you. That brother's thighs is crazy. Literally
it took an
insane.
entire defense to get this man down. Literally.
That's
He's
great.
the only player in NFL
No, that's
history who's
insane.
won Offensive Player of the Year 3 consecutive times to start their career. He was an MVP in just his second NFL season, and he's the greatest power back the NFL has ever seen. Meet the most feared running back of all time. Earl Campbell was born on March 29th, 1955
That name
in
sounds so
Tyler,
familiar,
Texas,
though.
which is how he got the nickname the Tyler Rose. He was raised as
Hey,
one of 11...
Hey, bro, nickname to say. You got the same nickname as my actual name, bro. So, hey, bro, what did I say, bro? I already see some similarities in me and bro, man. Maybe this is my, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's my twin, bro.
And because the Campbell family struggled financially, Earl and the rest of his siblings worked from a young age. His father, Bert, worked 2 jobs that were separated by day and night. When the sun came up, he worked in the rose fields with his kids, and after the sun went down, he worked at Kmart. But when Earl was just 11 years old, disaster struck. His father tragically passed away from a heart attack, and this is when football came into the picture for Earl.
But I ain't gonna lie, damn, bro, why is everybody's story the same, bro? Somebody's father, mother, something always passing away, bro. Like, God.
Position wildly different from what made him a Hall of Famer. He started out as a kicker, but just 1 year later, after noticing Dick Butkus had bow legs just like his, Campbell decided to model his game after Butkus and become a linebacker.
I wanted to be the next Dick Butkus. I wanted to be a linebacker.
So he played linebacker from junior high until he was a junior at John Tyler High School, when Earl's head coach, Corky Nelson, chose him to be the team's new running back. And to say the position change was a struggle for Campbell would be an understatement.
I'd run up to the line of scrimmage, drop the ball.
That's him?
I'd run up the line of scrimmage, just fumble it. You know, I just didn't want to do that.
But what Campbell did have, because of his linebacker background, was a fearless mentality, and he sought out
Bro,
contact.
he said it took
So
the whole
when the rest of
line,
his
like
game
the whole
came
line to
together
take
in
him
his senior
down.
season, he was simply unstoppable.
He was the most dominant high school football player I had seen, and probably ever seen.
Not only did Campbell put up 2,036 rushing yards, 225 total yards per game, and 29 touchdowns, but John Tyler High School also went 15-0 to win their first state title in 43 years. And Campbell scored the game-winning touchdown in the finals by bulldozing 2 players on his way to the end zone. Then came the national buzz. Campbell was named Mr. Football USA of 1973, and he was so physically dominant that coaches even thought he could go pro out of high school. Former Oklahoma head coach...
bro, if it's taking the whole entire D-line to take him down, bro, or pretty much the whole fucking team. I don't know if it was just the D-line or not. I'm not even sure, bro. But regardless, the whole fucking team, bro. What are we like? Nah.
Barry Switzer
he could have went
famously
straight out of
said,
college.
Campbell was
straight
the
out of
only
high school.
player he ever saw who could have gone straight from high school to the NFL and immediately become a star. And that statement was all but confirmed by Campbell's even more iconic college career. He received offers from the likes of Houston, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Baylor. But after being heavily recruited by those powerhouses, the Tyler Rose took his talents to Austin, attending the University of Texas, and the legend of the Human Wrecking Ball was born. Campbell's Texas career from 1974 to 1977 was arguably the best years ever seen by a Longhorn running back, which is really saying something, given the insane list of backs who have worn the burnt orange. Campbell arrived on campus with all of his clothes
running
in
back
just
in
one
college.
grocery bag, and he received a tape of an NFL legend that would change how he viewed the running back position. The tape was of Jim Brown. and Campbell would project it on his dorm room wall, studying his game. That's when his true power back form was born. He said, after watching Brown, I just couldn't believe this guy, that he could run over people like that. So I just kind of made it up in my mind that that was how I wanted to be.
Hey,
And
bro, that's
boy,
the great
did he
mentality to
ever.
have.
Over Campbell's next 4 years at Texas, he imposed his will on all of college football. As a freshman, Earl rushed for 928 yards and 6 touchdowns, earning the Southwest Conference Newcomer of the Year award. But that was just the beginning. In his
As a
sophomore
freshman?
campaign, not only did he lead the Longhorns to an 11-2 record, but Campbell established himself as one of the best backs in the country, rushing for 1,118 yards and 13 touchdowns, earning All-American honors. And despite nagging hamstring injuries throughout his junior season, Campbell still ran for
Nah, bro, this dude like low-key might be my twin, bro. Like that's one of the things that every time, bro, I play sports, bro, I just have to deal with, and I've been dealing with that since I was a kid, bro. I always pull cramps, like my hamstring, bro, something, bro. It's always something, bro. It's one of the most annoying things, bro, because it's like, bro, I just want to be great. Like, nigga, I just want to be great, bro. And these hamstrings and shit be trying to stop me, bro. It's like...
for nearly 100 yards a game. But his senior year was like nothing we've ever seen before. Earl Campbell was a man amongst boys. Nobody was safe, not even 2,000-pound animals like Texas mascot Bevo.
He didn't run into Bebo. He knocked Bebo on his ass.
Campbell put together one of the greatest college football seasons ever, leading the nation in both rushing yards with 1,744 and rushing touchdowns with 18. Not to mention,
Damn.
he led Texas to an undefeated regular season and won the first Heisman Trophy in school history. When it was all said and done, Campbell amassed 4,571 total yards and 41 touchdowns during his time at Texas. It felt like you could throw your entire defense at Earl Campbell and you
Look
still
at this,
wouldn't be able
bro.
to stop him. When asked about his game, Earl said, "My running style was just kind of head-on because I couldn't dance. I couldn't put a move on you. I had 2 things I could do. I could run over you, and I could put a
Stiff arm
good
you.
stiff arm on you. That was about it." But that style of play put fear in the hearts of his opponents, and the Houston Oilers wanted to make sure
That
they
nigga said, "Fuck it,
didn't
I'm
end
coming
up on
straight
the
at
wrong
you.
side of Earl Campbell.
I ain't trying to ditch you, I'm
they
coming
selected
straight
him
at you."
first overall in the 1978 NFL Draft. Right away, Houston knew they had something special. Even their equipment manager was shocked, saying that we make 4 sizes of thigh pads: small, medium, large, and Earl Campbell. Then, on Campbell's very first play, he took a screen 73 yards for a touchdown, letting the league know the human wrecking ball had arrived. Campbell's rookie year was just a coronation of the league's new most feared runner, as he not only ran through the record books, but also any defenders in his way. He was
Oh my
trucking
God.
guys week after week, like LA's all-pro linebacker
Oh my
Isaiah Robertson in
God,
week
look
4.
at
The Rams
this.
had to rip his jersey off to get him down. But it was one game in particular that really put him on the map as the power back of the NFL.
Let's
and that
see.
was week 12 against the Miami Dolphins on Monday Night Football. Of
course it was
Campbell
against the
steamrolled
Dolphins.
the Dolphins, rushing for 199 yards, 4 touchdowns, and scoring twice in the last 7 minutes.
Oh,
This not
my
only got Houston the win,
Lord.
but it also put Campbell over the 1,000 rushing yard threshold.
He had freight train power. He was a rhinoceros with a football. It's like tackling
Bro,
a
y'all ever watched Rocky, bro? Especially Rocky 3, bro. What's the one nigga's name that Rocky fought, bro? His name like Ian Dragon or some shit like that. This nigga remind me of him, bro. Like Ivan Dragon or some shit like that, bro. This nigga remind me just of him, bro. Like, nigga could not be stopped. Could not be fucked with. Like, that's crazy.
machine.
And this was just a glimpse of how good Campbell was his rookie year, because
Like,
he
that's
led the
actually
league
insane.
with 1,450 rushing yards, which was a rookie record at the time, and finished second in rushing touchdowns with 13. And where do we even begin with the awards he won? Campbell was named Offensive Rookie of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, a Pro Bowler, and First Team All-Pro. Then, in the playoffs, the
gosh.
Oilers rode their star runner to the AFC Championship game, where they fell to the Steelers. But Campbell had over 20 carries in each of the Oilers' 3 playoff games. He averaged 88 yards per game and scored 2 touchdowns. And despite his insane rookie season, Campbell only got better in year 2. His power was on full display right from the jump. Just look at Washington trying to tackle this guy in week 1, or what he did to Dallas on Thanksgiving. 195 yards and 2 touchdowns? Are you kidding me? Campbell led the Oilers to an 11-5 record and led the league in both rushing yards.
This
with
dude was like that, bro.
1,697 and rushing
I'm
touchdowns
so
with
late.
19. And somehow, he won even more awards than the previous year. He was named Offensive Player of the Year, a Pro Bowler, and First Team All-Pro again. But in addition, he won NFL MVP, becoming the first Oiler ever to receive the honor. The only issue with the start to Campbell's career was that the Oilers were in the same division as the Steel Curtain Steelers, who they fell to yet again in the AFC Conference
Steelers was
Championship.
just like that.
But even in defeat, his presence was felt. Legendary Steel Joe Green claimed that Campbell could inflict more damage than any other running back quarterback he's ever faced. And despite his team's playoff struggles, in year 3, Earl Campbell did what seemed impossible. He got even better. Defenses were stacking so many guys in the box to stop him that Campbell even threw a touchdown in week 1. But passing the ball wasn't physical enough for the human wrecking ball. So for the rest of the 1980 season, he proceeded to destroy every team the Oilers played on the ground. Campbell rushed for 1,934 yards, the second most ever at the time,
bro, they
rushing
really
for
could
over
not do
200
nothing,
yards
buddy.
on 4 different occasions. He clinched his 3rd rushing title in a row and his 3rd consecutive Offensive Player of the Year award to start his career, a record that still stands to this day. But yet again, the Oilers fell short in the playoffs, losing their wild card matchup to the Oakland Raiders 27-7. And then the only head coach Campbell ever had in the NFL, Bum Phillips, was replaced. This is where Earl Campbell's meteoric rise was slowed and doubt began to creep in. 1981 was another Pro Bowl season for Campbell, his 4th in a row, but he posted career lows in rushing yards and touchdowns, and Houston didn't make the playoffs for the first time in his career. Then 1982 and 83 was officially the breaking point for Campbell. As if a player's strike in 82 and a 1-8 record for the Oilers wasn't enough. In 80,
a 1-8 record of. But is it, bro? Is it just because the team just wasn't? Obviously, the team can't be good if they're going 1-8. Like, come on, bro. Like, team's not good. So we really should be talking about him, or should we talking about the ownership and all that, man? Like, you know what I mean?
83, the Oilers went 2-14, even with Campbell's 1,301 rushing yards and 12 touchdowns, causing him to ask out of Houston. And on top of the Oilers' struggles,
Don't blame
the
him.
beating Campbell took week in and week out started to catch up to him.
I'm saying,
From
that's
1978, when Earl entered the league, to 1983, nobody had more carries. Add in Campbell's bruising running style, and you have a recipe for a short career. He only played 2 more NFL seasons, getting traded to the Saints midway through the 84 season and retiring following the 85 season. Even with the violence Earl Campbell brought to the gridiron every week, he only missed 6 games to injury throughout his career. His toughness was
6 games? 6? Now y'all let me know in the, like, you know what I'm saying, in the chat, in the comments down below, you feel me, if that's crazy or not. But 6? No, he said 6 games over his entire career, bro. 6 games, bro. That's like insane. But bro, motherfucker, NBA players be doing that consistently. Bro, more than 6. That is crazy.
Unheard of. Unfortunately,
I told
his
y'all, bro, I
style
really
of
don't be
play
watching
eventually
football.
led him to having tragic health issues later in life,
Damn,
which is why his game
no.
can never be replicated. It's hard to fathom the sheer force Earl Campbell brought to the gridiron during his prime.
In his prime, that was the standard by which everything was measured in the sport.
And despite his short career, Campbell's impact was so great that he was inducted into the Pro Football
I mean,
Hall
Buddy
of
just said, fuck it, bro. I'm running over all y'all motherfuckers. I don't care what type of pain my body takes. I'm getting to this. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting to this touchdown. That's what the mindset he had, bro. Which, at the end of the day, bro, it is the mindset you should be having on the football field. But y'all heard it yourselves, man. Like, this shit will fuck you up in the long run. It
of
really
Fame
will.
in 2001 and has been acknowledged as one of the
Oh my
greatest
gosh.
NFL players of all time and the greatest power back the game has ever seen.
Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna lie. He was a straight demon. Straight demon, bro. I'm telling you, man, I really don't know nothing about football, bro. But that's why we here, bro. That's why we really getting into it. This video looks insane right here. We might have to check that out, man.